I would like to go very quickly for this one. So for my presentation, I go through some already Kevin provide very good presentation on Singapore and Malaysia, and Nguyen provide from the UK is on the common law perspective. From civil law perspective, Radek have present about police case. So for me now, I would like to share with you some information regarding from the Vietnam law, and also what we can learn from other civil law and common law. Yes, Vietnam first, and civil law and common law. In Vietnam's Vietnam construction law, we have one case that can be used. It's Article 144. In this one, the principals shall fully pay the value for each time of payment to the contractor. This one is mentioned about the responsibility of the employer client to the contractor. That's it. And when it go to the right of the contractor when not receive the payment, they one pass. First one, the contractor can have the right to suspend the performance of the suspend the contract if the employer not comply with the payment agreement. That is Article 145, 1B. And finally, have the right to terminate the contract when the employer failed to make payment to the contractor at the time limit agreed upon in the contract, but unless otherwise agreed by the party. So this is the required in the Vietnam construction law. Going down to the some regulation, the decree 37 2015 in the payment they one section on the Article 17 of payment guarantee. In this one, they provide that construction contract payment guarantee shall be the responsibility of the employer, and they can be either the arrangement plan or ban or credit organization. It means similar to the payment guarantee or credit supply contract or loan agreement with the financial institution. So before signing the contract, where the employer must issue the payment guarantee in accordance with above requirement. This one is the decree Article 17 in decree 37 2015. And when it comes to the responsibility for payment, the employer must pay 100% of each payment value to the contractor. How to say, except the advanced maintenance expense. That's the requirement. And regarding the time, how the time limit in decree 37 2015, they clearly 14 working days will be the time limit for payment after the employer receive the adequate payment document. So on above is the requirement and protection for the payment from the employer to contractor. And in this decree, they mention failure to pay or overdue payment to the contractor shall not be accepted. This sentence is mentioned because it is not accept, but how is the penalty or the enforcement for this law is not clear. Another just recently issued the decree on construction cost management. In this one, regarding Article 26, it mentioned that within 7 working days from the day with the application of reimbursement, then the reimbursing body either the band, the employer or the related payments body shall pay the cost, and especially they are prohibited to impose any illegal regulation on the reimbursement of construction costs. When it comes to how the anyone have some violation to the payment, for example, the employer violate the requirement on the payment to the contractor or the contractor to the subcontractor. Right now, the only regulation that can make the enforcement is Decree 139 issued in 2017. But for this one, the limit is only from 80 million Vietnam dong to 100 million Vietnam dong shall be imposed for the one who fail to comply with the number payment, payment period, or payment time, and the time limit of payment. This is on a violation of regarding the payment on the construction contract. But they no mention about the orders, especially when the value is much larger. Yes, this one. So you can see that is the status from the Vietnam law regulation. So no clear protection given to the contractor and especially for the subcontractor. Let's look to other civil law countries. Radek Min already mentioned about Poland. So how about the other civil law like France, where the civil law starts, Napoleon first starts. In France, they have provided protection to the contractor and subcontractor. To the contractor, the contractor can request for the building owner to provide them guarantee, and if here it clearly mentioned about that bank guarantee should be by joint or several suretyship agreed by credit institution or insurance company. That's the way that the contractor can request the employer to provide the bank guarantee, payment guarantee to the contractor. But if we go further, going to the subcontractor, sorry, not yet, but this here clearly mentioned, guaranteed by joint several suretyship, credit institution, and collective guarantee. But for the subcontractor, friend is going further to mention, to provide about the two issues. First one is for the one who, the public project. For this one, they apply the direct payment. Direct payments where the employer will pay directly to the subcontractor, not go through the contractor. On the public project, direct payment will go directly to mandatory to the subcontractor. And the main contractor have 15 days to submit and show the documents submitted by subcontractor. For the project not belong to the government, non-public project, private project, then the subcontractor can take the direct action to the employer. So after the mortgage and sorry, this one is Germany. So this 1 month after the notice to the contractor, but contractor failed to pay to the subcontractor. Subcontractor bring that notice, submit and claim to the employer to get the payment. That is the French law on subcontracting. So that's the way that France deal with the contract payment to contractor and subcontractor. Going to Germany. In Germany, they have the protection to contractor in German civil court. That's the contractor can may demand the mortgage over the building plot from the employer. Here also recently added, the contractor can demand a security from the customer for the remuneration. How about or here they can mention clearly guarantee from the banking institution or credit insurer. The next country I want to mention is Russia. In Russia, they don't have such a kind of requirement for the payment guarantee. However, if the contractor not receive the money from the employer, he can retain the right to he can retain the return of the work. This can be the building, it can be the plant, but all of the work and also the material onto the equipment will be kept within the contractor. He will not quit the project. He hand over the site until he receives full payment. That is the Russian Civil Code 1994. And when it goes to some Chinese contract law, is much further to impose the payment to the contractor. For in China, if the employer failed to pay to the contractor, there are two options. Both parties can go to agreement to liquidate the project. But if cannot agree, then the contractor can submit a petition to the court, to the judge, to auction the project. And during the auction of the project, the project cost, the construction project price shall be paid in priority. Yeah, the construction project price including the subcontractor, the main payment or the employee, material and from supplier. So that's there is some requirement clearly mentioned here. That segment is a requirement until the auction of the project. That is China. And how about the common law? For common law, today I only mentioned about two countries. That is the US and Australia. In the US, they have the Mueller Act 1935. On of the public project will have the payment bond. So the payment bond have the same amount with the performance bond. So the subcontractor can be rely on that payment bond from the contractor. The contractor, when submit to the project, must buy both the payment bond and the performance bond. And if there is a fail, if the subcontractor can directly claim from that performance bond, payment bond. In Australia, they have three different cases. Queensland, they use the project bank account. That's a way already mentioned to use. So the subcontractor and the contractor can take the money directly from there. Another state, West Australia, also apply the project bank account for the project. And so it is a short arrangements and improve the security of payment to subcontractor. Another state is New South Wales. For this one, they have the payment to contractor and subcontractor, the Contractor Debt Act 1997. And for this one, they go to the court. The subcontractor, if not yet paid, can bring the case to the court to get back the money. So I have finished my part, just as quick as possible for the presentation. the detail of the file already sent to everyone. Thank you for. It should have some summarized table, but not yet finished. And now, Mr. Trung, I would like to give back to you to share for the Q&A.